like 10,000 times than the one in Wild Hearts. That EA probably spent stupid amounts of money designing. Woo, that was good. Let's see, Shnu and no, okay. You didn't want a badly designed rock climbing sim in your Monster Hunter game? No, I didn't. Is that so wrong? Is that too conceited of me to not want that?
Oh, you refuse to give me the key. You stand in the way of the Savior. The holy blood in your veins should be boiling. All you must understand is once I am victorious in hell, the high heavens will welcome me home.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
Vista. Balance is sanctum. Next week is going to be so laggy. I'm not worried about the lag. I'm worried about 300-hour queue.
Outsider, beyond this
Oh boy.
there's nothing but death and mourning. How fitting it shall be your grave.
Oh my gosh. I like the trap sounds in this. They are very, you know, clickety-clacky. Like, it sounds like you're actually hearing, like, steel wires snapping into place and stuff like that. Sounds nice. Well, barely had my dodge come back up in time there.
I'm not ready. Need more time.
Ooh, that's the lowest health I've gotten in a while. Crunchy. I'm actually gonna let this cutscene play out because this one's metal.
Vigo, who did this? I have done all that was asked. The pain is gone now. This was a just punishment. A stronger man would have refused Venard's bribe. Nerel. Nerel, is she safe? Yes, she is safe.
I'm going to tell my kids this was Harvest Temple Challenge mode.
I came here to help. William, give this to her for me. I should never have taken it. It's so dark.
Good night, Michael Jack. Good night, Jack.
Do you think I was too late? No, not too late. The light has come to carry you home. Do you not see it, friend? Yes, yes, I see it now. They have come.
The thing like slumping down just a little more.
You didn't need that armor to prove your worth, friend.
Oh wait, I got 2 orange amulets from that whole encounter. Alright, so the one he dropped is the one that summons a bubble that can help save your life. And a little bit of L stats. The other one, Caltrops now also throws a cluster of exploding stun grenades that do physical damage and stun enemies. We know the bubble amulet's good, so I'm gonna hang on to it, but... So those are the bombs. Have to try this out, see how it feels. How would you rate D1 to D4?
Give me the key.
First of all, I wouldn't even include D4 on the scale because it's not done yet, you know?
You don't.
Like, it's not done yet.
I saw a vision of the key lifted from
D1
my
was, you know, it...
under the watchful eyes of
D1...
the great serpent in my sight.
What can I say about D1? It was a trendsetter, you know? Like, it's so many games have tried to copy D1 because D1 was so good. But it's... Like, when you come to character advancement in that game, it was basically RNG. For example, if you wanted to shoot Fireball, you had to find a book of Fireball. There was no skill tree. And then when you found a book of Fireball and you learned it, then if you want to level it up, you have to find another book of Fireball. So, I mean, yeah, it did a lot of stuff, not great, but also, you know, again, it's set a path for ARPGs. And then they were able to improve on the formula, right? I played D2 much more than I ever played D1. Now, I played both of them for a long time. But D2, I played hundreds and hundreds of hours more than D1, for sure, without a doubt. It was fantastic. So, D2, there was no RNG with getting the skill you want. You knew, like, if I want to make a Necro for just a Bone Spirit build, I can go for that. Especially later on, years after D2 came out, they added the Synergies patch, which made it to where, like, points in Bone Spear would buff up Bone Spirit. Points in Summon Skeleton would buff up Summon Skeletal Mage. Points in Clay Golem buffed Blood Golem. So you could, like, plan your build ahead of time. A common problem with the game was that you might just save all your skill points for 30 levels and have a really hard early game and then dump them all at level 30 to finally get the skill you wanted, and they were trying to deter against that. So D2 was amazing. D3, also a good game. I had a lot of fun in D3. I really, really did. I think I had more fun playing D2 when D2 came out than I did playing D3 when D3 came out. So, again, D1 pioneered the whole franchise and many other ARPGs. However, they were then able to improve upon what they did later on. So when I rate D1 not as the top thing, it's not because it's bad, it's just because they were able to improve upon their formula. So I would probably say I liked D2 the most, D3 right behind it, and then D1 after that, just because of, if I'm just rating it for what itself is. And D4, I'm enjoying it right now. Right this second, looking at D4, I am enjoying it. I would absolutely play this whole game, just based on what I've seen so far, through to the end of the story to experience the story. I don't know how much I'll replay the game after I've beaten it once. And that's a very important thing in ARPGs. Here's a fun little question for you guys. Have any of you ever played a game that has like seasons, like Diablo, they fresh start, stuff like that, and some of your favorite skills are skills that you get to use a lot while leveling and they're trash later? I have got so many of those in my head right now. Like really fun low-level skills, but they don't scale well, so you only get to use them for like the first day or two of a season, and then you outgrow them and you don't get to use them again. Like, there's so many of those. And those type of skills, like, I wish that you could use it. Like, I have not found a skill like that in this game yet. It feels like I very quick, like, look, we're almost at the bottom of the tree, you guys. We're right here. This is the bottom. Very soon, I'll have nothing more to look forward to other than, like, weird set bonuses or something. So that feels on to me that, I hope there's more after this. Maybe, like, this is, just because the end of the beta goes here, I would like to see this go much further down. I know there's Paragon, and we haven't gotten to see that. I don't know what's in the Paragon. Maybe there's interesting stuff there. But right this second, I'm just like, oh man, that's all there is. Grim Dawn has, Grim Dawn has very small skill trees like this one, but it also has this massive constellation thing, and the constellation thing is the size of Path of Exile skill tree, and it's like a whole separate subsystem. Last Epoch doesn't have any giant trees, but every little skill has its own talent tree. So like I could click on Poison Trap and just boom, the spider web comes out of it, and there's a whole skill tree there for Poison Trap or whatever. So that's really good. So just based on what I'm seeing right now, this is absolutely a game I'm going to enjoy all the way to the end of the story. Don't know how many times I'd replay it afterward, even when there's like new seasons or something. Like, Path of Exile, I always love playing the new seasons as a summoner or a totem person. It's fun, even at the low levels. In Diablo 3, I loved playing Witch Doctor at the low levels and just watching Haunt bounce around and kill everything. Diablo 2 on the Druid, Poison Vine. That skill was useless after like level 15. Very fun at the low levels because it would just kill, like it would just like go around, and it was like watching a boa constrictor just choke lots of Fallen to death, and then poison would spread through all their ranks. But it was really fun low level. Didn't work at the high levels at all. I'm not really seeing any like eye candy, skill crack, whatever we want to call it, that would have me go, oh boy, new season, I get to play Haunt again, or whatever. I'm not really seeing anything like that.
Is that Rathma?
Level 17. This was the tease that we got for Paragon. Okay, hold on a sec. All right, so we got a big tree here. We've got roots, and we've got things up top. Judging by the skills, this is the one for specifically Sorcerer. We played Sorcerer yesterday. Okay, let's say we just did Hydra. Okay, so I'm immediately reminded of Rift. Rift had a tree, and you would spend points on the branches. And then for every point you spent, this thing, the roots would automatically go down, and you got the root stuff passively. I don't know that it's the exact same, but I'm reminded of it. So let's say my favorite skill on Sorcerer is absolutely Summon Hydra. So Hydra has increased duration, increased chance to burn, increased attack range, more projectile, ground burdens longer, more damage to burning targets. When burning enemies die, a Hydra will spawn out of their corpse. Instead of normal attacks, Hydra... Oh, there's a merge here. Meteor and Hydra merge to make, instead of normal attacks, Hydra spawn meteors. Huh. Hydra casts faster, increased attack range, more damage, increased duration. Nearby Hydras periodically cast Fire Skin on you. It merges with the Fire Skin tree. When despawning Hydras cause a fire explosion, Hydras respawn 2 times each time with 1 head less. Hydras have their own Fire Skin. Hydras also cast Fire Skin on nearby allies. Okay, this is cool. However, 80% of this is just more fire. And it kind of saddens me, because I still don't see the stuff I loved about the Hydras in D3. There was Poison Hydra, Electric Hydra, Arcane Hydra, Inferno Hydra, Mammoth Hydra. There was so many different ones. And despite all of this, it's all... It's more hot. 80% of this is just more hot. And that makes me kind of sad, because I don't see all of the options I loved from the previous game. Now, this is early development. Clearly, they're going for a thing where each skill can somehow synergize with a thing next to it. The Hydras can cast Fire Skin or Meteor if you decide to go that way. What happens if you combine Blizzard with Meteor? Blizzard turns into Fire Rain, converting frost damage to fire damage. Okay. What about Lightning and Frostbolt together? What does that do? Frostbolt does additional lightning damage. Lightning deals additional frost damage. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so they're going a different approach here, which they're adding a lot of interesting things, but they're also cutting out some stuff I love, so I'm kind of sad about that, honestly. Yeah, well, we'll see. Well, that is a picture of the unfinished game. You know, that doesn't tell the whole story yet, but that's just my impressions based on what I just saw. Looks like a much better Paragon than D3, which is just increased stats. True. The Paragon system does look more interesting than D3's Paragon system. But in trade, I think these little choices are less interesting than D3's rune choices. So we gained something, we lost something there. I need to go over here. To be fair, in D3 the class was Wizard, the class of D2 is in D4 is Sorceress. True, but it's very obviously, you know, cut from the same cloth. I mean, in this game it's the Rogue, but the Rogue in this game has some skills from D1's Rogue, it has some skills from D2's Amazon, and it has some skills from D3's Demon Hunter. The bottom line is it's the dexterity, agile, shooty, stabby guy. Or shooty, stabby gal, if you prefer. Right? I mean, that's what it is. The Sorcerer is the Sorcerer slash Sorceress slash Wizard. Where's the anvil? Over here. Okay, so get the magic, get the common. Alright, squish. Yellow, yep, that's fine. Squish. And I'll break that later. Okay. I hope they bring back Paladin and Witch Doctor. Yeah, so it'd be D2 had Paladin, D3 had Crusader, which, again, were both different flavors of the same thing. They both had some unique skills, and they both had some skills that were, you know, overlap. Oh no, I just realized I must have replaced the gear that was giving me those imbuements, because I don't have them anymore. We're gonna have to actually buy them now. Oh no. Okay. What are their other things? Just answer the 97 shot on Bumet. Shouting its primary explosion makes enemies vulnerable 2 seconds. Shouting use damage and physical damage. Poison. Poison rage increased by 1 second. I think we'll get Shadow Imbuement first, because I think its ability to just clear a screen was too good. I found some legendary bow that added more shots to penetrating shots or shadow imbuement. Things go boom.
Vigo.
Naira.
Oh shoot, we hit the end of it. Oh boy! Chat, we hit the end of it. Alright, what level are we? 17. We're 17, so we cleared... Oh, this has a socket. I think that's the first thing I've seen with a socket. Pre-purchase now? No, you can't make me. Okay. Well, that is that. Let's go back there. I'd forgotten the key characters of this kind of game. Items could change the gameplay so much. You're gonna get to 20 of the cosmetics. I only know about the dog backpack, and I don't really care about that. Honestly, the idea of having a dog sleeping in a backpack just makes me think that when a warrior or a berserker, oh my god, a barbarian is wearing it, when he does his whirlwind attack, he's just gonna yeet the dog out of centrifugal force. That's all I can think of when I see that thing. Where's the guy here I can't talk to? I guess it's got a lock on him right now, okay. Flying attack by... No, dude, he was sleeping. He's not going to expect it. He's going, oh. Don't care about doggo gat. Yo, look, it's Diablo, right? This is an edgelord game. You play this when you want to look like you shop at Hot Topic. What is this? Satiate ancient siphons by slaying enemies near them. Oh, these are really annoying enemies. Ow. Where did that other player go? I was hoping you clean up your mess. You dipped. So, a disconnect doesn't bother me much. But that was a hardcore character. And for some reason, as soon as this popped up, the little bubble things look like that. I don't know if that character might have just lost the fight against Hell, chat. They might be gone. I didn't realize that's what my helmet looked like. My guy's looking pretty good. There was an error. Ah, bugger. All right. Well, at the very least, we got to try out the rogue quite a bit. He was fun. He was fun. I will say I like the sorcerer more. I haven't tried the... Hold on. Will it let me... Let's see. I'm going to try to make a barbarian. Just look at the skill tree really quick. There we go. Wonderful. Mug smash. Yep, whatever. Nope, can't log into this fella either. No mug smash. Alright. I guess I'll have to check out his tree. Oh, wait, no, it did make mug smash. Why are you lying to me? Why are you lying? Look at that, chat. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Nice chest air. Thank you. Alright, well... I would say my biggest thing... Okay, so we've got our rogue here, right? The rogue in D1. The rogue in D1, honestly, she had all the... For those of you who didn't play Diablo 1, everyone had the same spells. It was just... The sorcerer had the biggest mana pool, the warrior had the least, and the rogue was in the middle. They all had the same spells. The rogue, of course, used bows, the warriors used melee weapons the most, and the sorcerer would use a staff usually. But he didn't have to. He could actually dual-wield shields. Weird fact about that. The only unique thing was that the rogue had detect traps. She didn't really have any unique skills that were brought to this other than the spells that everybody has. This guy has a couple skills from the Amazon, from Diablo 2, and he has a bunch of skills from the Demon Hunter from D3, and then a bunch of unique skills that have never been seen in the franchise before. He was kind of fun. I will say, again, we haven't seen the Paragon tree, but some of my favorite skills from, like, the Demon Hunter, bolas, the custom engineering stuff, the sentries, the little turrets. Like, there's many skills that were my favorites of this genre of character that are not in this game, which makes me think that after they've come out with the other classes, I'll never play this guy again. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying the Necro and the Druid, which of D2, Necro and Druid were my favorite. I also occasionally enjoyed playing Sentry Trap Amazon, but the only trap, literally the only trap this guy's got is the poison trap. And it's nothing like the trap, I said trap Amazon, I'm sorry, the trap assassin. The trap assassin with the lightning turrets in D2, which then the evolution of that was the sentries in D3, and then there's nothing like that at all that we've seen so far here. Yeah, and then there was the death trap, which had like corpse explosions. It was a trap that would explode corpses or shoot lightning, whichever was better for a situation. So, sad to see that. However, his imbuements were pretty fun. It was pretty cool having a couple of those on the bar and swapping between them on the fly based on what you need. But I will say I only used a couple of healing potions on the sorcerer going through the entire story. And this guy, I probably used like 50 plus. Like, it was definitely a lot more of a walk in the park playing the sorcerer last night than it was playing this guy today. And I played them both on veteran difficulty. So, it was fun, but definitely not my own personal favorite. All right, that's all I have to say about